Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Fire Emblem New Mystery the Emblem. In the last episode, we officially reclaimed the throne of Altea, basically giving us, now that we have the lands and the castle of Altea back, we officially now have the funds of Altea back, which means that we'll be able to, one, get more people on our army, although these are going to be more people that will get the Archanea army off of us while we make our decisive battle to get inside and get to Emperor Harden and hopefully save him from the Dark Sphere's influence, and also figure out what's going on with Garneth and his very, scary seeming scheme that he's doing behind the scenes. Because we still don't know what he's doing, but whatever he's doing, it's gonna be really bad once it unfolds. So, with that, we ended up getting the next chapter, which is our side story chapter. So this one will be a shorter episode, like usual. So, with that, let's get into Chapter 16X, Reunion. And I have a surprise for you. Today's episode is about Katarina, which there is also one other surprise, but I'll get into that once we actually get into the chapter. So, Chapter 16X, let's do this. Side story, Reunion. Anything else? Nope, just side story. Okay, I wasn't sure if we had an area of where this is or not, but let's see here. So Altean army has reclaimed Altea Castle. Master Garneth is rightfully livid. Lady Amira. And yet Ein, all you can do is stand there and do nothing. Are you not ashamed of being alive? To die for my sake, is that not the natural recourse? Yeah. Ein, you are worthless trash. There's no value in your life. You're a child the world never wanted. Tell me, who was it that saved you? Who should you thank for allowing your wretched existence to continue? It's all thanks to you, Lady Amira. Kill them. But Lady Amira, Silence, worthless puppets. You cannot defy my orders. That's what I've taught you since you were little. The words I engraved upon your then young soul will remain there forever. Oh, I'll use you until you break, my little puppets. I almost said puppet, but there we go. Chapter 16X is officially started, and like I said, Katarina is in fact the villain of this chapter. But there's one catch. Katarina is a recruitable unit. We're able to officially save her from the wrath of Amira, or if we were to knock her out and she would end up dying, she would end up having the same fate as Legion and Clarice. So, in order to actually recruit her, there is one specific thing to do. It's not as simple as just walking up to her and talking to her. You have to do it 3 times, meaning if you were to have multiple turns go over and you accidentally knock her out, you'll lose the chance of actually recruiting her. So, I have a strategy here, and I learned this because I read this. So in order to recruit her, we're going to be using Fina with the bootsing enchantment that we got a long time ago. I never even used it until now. So we ended up using our boots on Fina. You're going to see it later because I already have the everything set up. So once we're done setting up all this stuff, talking about what's going on with this chapter, what I want to do, and also we also have Marisha here with her again staff. So we're going to force Spooks all the way into her, talk to her 3 times in one turn, and then figure out what we do from there. Basically is what my idea is here. So we're going to brute force this chapter as much as possible in order to make sure she's safe and well saved, basically. So, with that, I believe we're ready. So let's get into our talking areas. So we got current status and the final support for Fina and Spooks. Okay, let's do this. Current status is always first.
Another attack from those assassins. We finally reclaimed our homeland, yet we don't even have a moment to rest. But being attacked by assassins on Altea, it reminds me of your knighthood ceremony. You and that assassin, Katarina, spent your days training in the same 7th platoon. However, this is no time for sentimentality. Spooks, you ought to protect Prince Marth, just like you did that day.
Okay, and with that, let's get into our final support for Fina. Or for Fina and Spooks, there's probably more. She probably has one with Navarre. I just didn't look into it yet. But let's see here. Flutterly. So, how was it? Did you like my dance? Yeah. I'm brimming with energy. Are you happy that I'm here? Yes I am. When you're here, my training is far from productive. You're just saying that. It's really because I'm pretty, right? You're always saying it's from your training, but truthfully, you just enjoy spending time with me, right? What? No way. Okay, perhaps. Someone caught you off guard there, didn't they? At first I thought you were annoying, but after seeing you dance more and more, your dancing you encharmed me. So you mean? I decided not to confess my feelings after all. You would have laughed at me, but Oh, but it's still my first time doing this, so, but if you really want me to, Spooks, then Fina? Spooks? Gotcha. What? You asked me to tease you back, didn't I? So, I did. I completely forgot about that she wanted Spooks to actually tease her back, so that's actually kind of funny. I actually fell for it, to be honest. I was actually kind of confused for a second. All I remembered is, she teased us in her last support, and she was trying to, basically make our character embarrassed, which technically she did get to work in a way, but it wasn't in the way she wanted, and also Spooks/Kris didn't really fall for it all that much. But that's actually really funny how they ended. But let's see how else this goes, because there's probably a little bit more to it. Are you serious, Spooks? I won't forgive you for this. Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. I thought there was going to be more. But there we go. Fina and Spooks is now done, leaving only a couple more supports left that we are able to actually get via the units we actually still have. Because we're pretty much all the way through most of our supports. I think the only one we haven't finished is Roderick and Cecile, because we started that one but never finished it. Then Zane and Spooks. And then I'm not sure about any of the other characters when it comes to their any other characters they can talk to. So with that, I'll be right back. I'm going to go reload my save that I have where I have everyone in the positions they need to be. So BRB, and I'll see you all literally in 1 second. And honestly, this episode is going to be one of the easier ones, to be honest. I think we might be able to finish this in 2 turns, if we do it right. So with that, thank you all for watching so far, and I'll see you literally in 1 second. So BRB. Okay, now with the save loaded and everyone in position, I believe we are ready for this chapter. So, with that, let's conclude preparations and see what we're getting ourselves into. Katarina. Spooks, Prince Marth.
Katarina, if you have reasons, I would like to hear them. I'm sure we can settle this without resorting to fighting.
I'm sorry. I have no choice but to do this.
Okay. And with that, we're officially in. So the thing we need to do here is my idea for how to make this work is we run in like so. We do a javelin, we knock out the Swordsmaster, dropping him off completely. So this is how I think this is going to work. Because as long as we have full range of walking up to her, we should be able to one-turn her this turn. So with that, we talk to Katarina 1 time, and get 1 of 3 conversations set and ready. Katarina.
Spooks, I had a dream. It was short, but it was a very happy dream. Spooks, you and I, both of us became royal guards. We saved many people, received many things, and then the 2 of us. Spooks, I'm sorry. I'm talking nonsense, there's no going back for me. But let us resume our battle, Spooks.
Okay, so let's, actually we're gonna do this so we can actually use our turns too. So let's outfire one of these guys. Let's get rid of the assassins since we do have the way of actually fighting off with these guys without having them just run us down while I'm trying to do this as well. So let's not waste our turns. Okay, now we run in Fina. We do a dance. So there's a second movement for Spooks here, making it our second talk to her. Okay, perfect.
Spooks, there's nothing less for us to say. You and I are enemies. Please fight me. If you don't, I'll kill you.
Well, we're not doing that. So let's do another Hellfire to this warrior over here. I think our final one should be for the Swordsmaster behind her, but we might be able to use Katarina for that. So let's do this right.
Okay, so far so good. And then we can stand here, and then hopefully, yep, we can use our Again Staff on Spooks. Perfect. So 3 movements for Spooks in 1 turn, but we do break our Again Staff, and we have no way of fixing it anyway, so there it goes. There's the end of our Again Staff. So, let's talk to Katarina one last time. Katarina, please listen to me.
Spooks, why do you refuse to fight? You must know that you'll die if you don't kill me. And yet, why do you hesitate?
Because you're my friend. You can't have forgotten our days training as knights. The time we fought together with Luke, Roderick, Ryan, and Cecile. Together we had an unstoppable team. That's what you told me. Yep, we definitely were told by her like that.
Spooks, that was an wonderful name. We're here for the same reason then. My name's Katarina. I came because I wish to serve Prince Marth.
Well, technically that part was a lie on serving him.
Thank goodness, Spooks. You won. I knew you could do it.
Oh, we get to see all the prologue conversations with her all flashing before our eyes. I like that. It's actually really sweet.
I'd like to be a royal guard if you're in with me. Together we'd be an unstoppable team. When I imagine a future like that, I feel very happy. What about you, Spooks? Do you perhaps feel the same as I?
Honestly, I would very much like you to be not dead like Legion or Clarice, to be honest. Because we got to really learn from Katarina during the prologues and kind of like build a bond with her. Although short, it was actually really like nice for just to have a friend that wasn't just they were part of our army and they're just following us because of they're basically we're the leader of them and they're following just cuz. But honestly, Katarina was just our friend just to be our friend, basically, for the most of it. And we ended up being on the same platoon, and we ended up making it work. So honestly, it's going to be cool to actually have Katarina and Spooks on the same team. I'm more than likely going to figure out a way for Katarina to be in for the rest of the game. Because honestly, it makes the most sense from here on out to use Katarina and Spooks. Since, one, due to the fact that she is a sorcerer, she should have the ability to use staffs. So I don't think we'll need Marisha anymore after this. We might still use her and just end up having three sorcerers, which could work, because Marisha is still good where she is, honestly. There's no point in just getting rid of her completely, because if we were to get another Hammer Knee staff, we could use her again. Like what we needed her for earlier, so honestly it's just nice to have maybe 3. I don't know how we're going to do it, because we only have 12 units we can use, so there's only so many slots we can have for people. So with that, let's actually finish this conversation.
That was all a lie. Everything I did was to deceive you. It was all just a ruse. The truth is, I don't care about you.
If that's the case, then why are you crying now?
I'm not.
Katarina, you don't belong there. You want to fight alongside me for Prince Marth. I'm certain of it.
It's far too late for that. I've committed too many unforgivable sins.
Then you'll just have to start atoning for them. It won't be easy. Many people from both Altea and your organization will turn you a cold shoulder. But I can promise you this, no matter what happens, I'll stand by your side.
Spooks.
Return to us, Katarina.
Spooks. Spooks.
And there we go. We officially now have Katarina and have gained one of the assassins on our side. Basically, taking away what Amira wanted. Because Amira clearly didn't care about the orphans that she took into her liege. So honestly, although that all happened, we're going to be taking over from now on. So, now with that all finished, let's figure out how we do this. Warriors have bows sometimes, so let's make sure. Okay, these berserkers aren't ones with bows, okay? I just needed to make sure just in case, because sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. It just depends on the class. I'm used to the axe wielders now having bows in the later games, and not the other way around where it's the large armored units that are the ones with the bows. That is very weird to me. HP, skill, speed, and I think defense, I think, was the last one. I didn't even get to look at that, really. And it looks like, yeah, we basically one-turn this, because now that we're basically in here, it leaves only Katarina and one sniper left when it comes to what if she was still on field. we'd be able to actually completely, like, disintegrate their army. HP, speed, luck, and defense, not bad. I like the defense growth. Every time we get them, I'm actually really happy to get them. And then we can have Ogma get rid of this guy. Let's see, is that enough? It is. Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure we can use our Iron Axe and skill points for Iron Axe knockout. That's the first one we've done. And down goes pretty much the entire army of Katarina. Okay. Can she actually really fight this guy? Not really, but... let's do it. Nosferatu. So, do a little bit of damage here. And this guy shouldn't really be able to fight because Nosferatu steals HP back, even if she gets attacked. So, we're pretty much done with this chapter because he's literally the last enemy and it's around the enemy chapter. And Katarina takes in the final hit for this chapter and ends off Chapter 16X Reunion. And we're all done. GG. Pretty easy. And basically, pretty much one-turned. Although it was the enemy's turn, but still, I think it counts in the end. But with that, let's do this.
Prince Marth, I have committed many unforgivable sins. Please hand me my punishments. Worthy of my crimes, please execute me.
Raise your head, Katarina. I had no intention of taking your life.
But why? I don't deserve to live. Please let me atone with my death.
That's no atonement. You're just running from your sins.
Oh.
If you truly regret what you've done, then live. I want you atone with your death. With your life, not your death.
Atone with my life? But how? What should I do? How can I even begin to atone?
I cannot give you that answer. Until now, you've only followed orders, never thinking of yourself. But that's going to change now. You will think for yourself, and find your own answer. That is my punishment to you.
Prince Marth.
And with that, officially, Chapter 16X is over. I did tell you it was going to be a short one. So, now with Katarina, the official 7th Platoon Army is officially back together. And now we're in pretty much the end game, because there's only one more side story chapter, and that is Chapter 20X, and the rest of the game. So, from once we finish the 20X chapter, it's literally right into the end game, and that's pretty much it. So, with that, thank you all for watching so far for today's episode, or just in general. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And in the next episode, we'll be getting into Chapter 17, and I believe it's something about Gra's setting sun, I think it's called? I could be wrong. I think that's the name of it. But with that, we'll be more than likely heading into Gra. I believe that's a place we've been to before. I think that's where we first met George. I could be wrong. But with that, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace out.
Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.